Yo, what's up guys and gals, Blocksuck here, where today I'm going to be talking about my current sound recorder slash microphone, the Zoom H1n. Now I did do a video a while back, it was kind of clickbaity stuff, talking about Markiplier and how he uses he used a similar microphone, the older model, the Zoom H1, in his early years of YouTube. Now this one is the the updated version. It's got a sleek. This specific model that I'm using has a sleek light gray plastic casing with two. It's a binaural microphone with two X microphones, so you can hear stuff from this side and from this side, and it's very good for ASMR. Although I don't do a lot of that type of stuff. I think it's a wonderful microphone for catching like sounds, ambient noise, things like that, by like leaving it by a river and getting that audio for movie shoots, or maybe footsteps, or if you want to get like the footsteps or a crowd talking, this is the perfect microphone for you. And then I also use it to do some just standard audio recording, because like I'm doing right now. But today I have my new shotgun mic arriving at, I think at like 3, and it is 2 o'clock now, so in about an hour. I'm super excited for that. I'm gonna make a video talking about that and how to make the audio quality sound even more professional using EQ in your editing software and stuff like that. I'll be using DaVinci Resolve when we do that. Now, to get the best out of this sound recorder right now, since I'm by a computer setup, best thing that I could have done was keep it plugged in. It's still plugged into my computer, and I'm running the audio through Audacity, and so I can do audio edits if I wanted to through Audacity. And the preamp on a computer is a lot better than the preamp in one thing, a camera. It's a lot better than patching this through inside the camera. Specifically Canon cameras. Canon cameras preamp for plugging in microphones, absolutely horrible. You get a bunch of background noise, sounds like garbage. So yeah, it's not really the thing that you want to do. But I'll show you how to get good audio quality out of any microphone, really. How to fix it using EQ in DaVinci Resolve. And you can also fix it in EQ for Premiere Pro and Sony Vegas Pro and Pinnacle and Lightworks and Shotcut and HitFilm. There are a lot of things that you can do, different softwares, with pretty much the same process. It just, the buttons might be in different places. But if you know your software well, you can follow this tutorial and it'll work with any software. But yeah, this is about, the microphone's about a foot in front of me right now, and I currently have my camera maybe 6 or 7 feet away from me to get this, because I'm using a 50mm lens right now, which is the most accurate to the human eye. Because if I wanted to zoom all the way out to a 28mm lens, which is the widest my lens goes, it would just look too wide. The shot wouldn't look right. So actually, let me do that. This is what the shot looks like at 28mm. It looks way too wide. You can see too much of the entire shot. You can see that here's the microphone right here. Usually I would have it in a boom pole or something, but I need to order a new boom pole. You can also use a painter's pole. It's better if it's above you than below you to get more shot, but for this specific shot, it works perfectly fine. And yeah, you also want to make sure that your audio doesn't go above -6 decibels, because once it's 0 decibels, you start getting distortion stuff because you're peaking, and that's not what you want. You don't want to be peaking, because in editing, I'll give you an example of peaking. It's horrible. It's really distorted. It doesn't sound good. No. It sounds horrible. So leave it at this setting. I currently have the microphone at 7. I currently have it at 7 because I found that that's the best that I could use for this. Ooh, I almost peaked there when I said best. Oh no. But let me switch to a 35mm lens. Now here's a 35mm lens. Very similar to 28, a little bit more zoomed in, looks a little bit better, but you still see so much of my surroundings, and it's kind of unnecessary to see this much unless I was closer to the camera. But the closer you get to the camera with wider lens, the more distortion around the face you get, so it doesn't look as, you know, doesn't look right. That's why a 50mm lens is perfect, because it's the most accurate to a human eye. So whenever I do interviews or videos like this, except for my last one, I actually used the 24mm lens or 28mm lens because I was still figuring out a lighting setup, because this is where my window is right here, and that's what's bringing in all this natural light. And something I was going to consider doing is set up a sheet here, so the natural light hits my face, but it doesn't go into the back, and then I can have a different color light back there. And you can do that using like blackout curtains, things like that. Okay, now we're back at 50mm. This is the reason why it looks so good, is because it's most accurate, like I said a billion times, it's most accurate to the human eye. It looks proper, it looks a whole lot better, and it feels right, and it looks lovely. Hi. Sorry, I'm like spazzing out over here. Excuse me. Also, I got sleep, unlike last video I made. But I got sleep. But I'm super hyped for this new microphone. We'll test it out later today. And a cheap way to, like, instead of buying a boom pole, a cheap thing to do is just get a painter's pole. And then if you already have a microphone stand, that's fine. Or a C-stand or something like that. But just buy a painter's pole and find a way to prop it up. Or you can have someone holding it. Simple as that. All you need to do is a painter's pole and some duct tape. Tape the microphone to that. Problem solved. But I'm gonna zoom into a 65mm lens. Now this is this is what it looks like at a 65mm lens, and it looks still good. It's just very zoomed in onto me as a character, and then it kind of distorts around the edges and doesn't look like it could be better. But I'll go to the max, the best telephoto lens that I have is an 80mm lens. So let's do that. Let's switch that. Okay, this is what it looks like using the 80mm lens. And I kind of have to get down a little bit to actually be in frame. But this is me sitting up normally. And it's very zoomed in. Don't see that in my background. So a lot of mistakes that people make when making videos and stuff are thinking like, hey, I have a gaming headset. Why don't I use this as my main microphone to start off? I mean, you can, but not this. Like, you can start off that way if your editing or your screen recording software allows it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but like Turtle Beach headsets, don't ever use them for audio recording. Don't ever do that. Don't do that to yourself, because these things only do is a mono channel and has horrible audio quality. Too quiet. High cut is way too ridiculous. Now, did I like each time I've gotten up, have I like inched away from the microphone? I don't know, but that's kind of funny. But so. I would suggest buying yourself a separate microphone, even if it's one of those cheap condenser microphones that you can get for like 30, 40, 50 bucks on Amazon, because those are pretty good, and in editing, you can make them sound a lot better. You make them sound extremely professional. So, like, you can get that stuff, or you can spend $200 on a sound recorder that has an incredible microphone by itself, like the Zoom H1n, or you could get something even more expensive if you're really into film, and you're doing a high quality film production. I would get the Zoom H4 or the H1n. I think the H1n is now out, and it's got XLR inputs, and it's a lot bigger. Like, cause this is about the size of the Zoom H1n. The H4n is like that big. It's mammoth. It's huge. And then, or you could spend $50 to $70 on a Tascam sound recorder which personally I think those sound like the built-in recorders sound even better than the Zoom built-in recorders for the Zoom H1 and the H1n. I've listened to audio tests. I've recorded with them myself, and personally, I think the menu is a lot better and a lot better designed, and the audio quality by itself isn't as tinny and has more bass and more accurate human vocal tones than this microphone does. This microphone's still great, but I was using a $65 Tascam microphone at a filmmaker's shoot. I was doing a short video, and I didn't have mine, so they brought theirs because I was lending the H1n to my father because he has the H1, and he needed another separate sound recorder because he was doing an interview. So I was like, yeah, I borrow that. But yeah, that was a great day. Anyway, I got distracted. Sorry. But the audio quality is actually pretty good. It was actually better than this $200 microphone here, and I was very much impressed with how good it sounded. Yeah. Now I should probably end this video soon because I don't want to bore you guys too much. But just I'm excited to make the Takstar shotgun microphone video, and immediately after I'm done editing this, I'm going to show people actually. While I edit this, I'm going to show them how to make any mic audio sound absolutely incredible and not at all tinny. Like any cheap microphone sound a lot better and sound a lot more professional. Now you will get a little bit of that background noise, and that's okay, because I still have not found a great way to get rid of background noise. But I mean, it's still gonna sound amazing. But anyway, I have to end this video here. So thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe and click that notification bell to be notified of all my new content. I love making videos and I love doing this stuff for you guys, and I love finding new and cheap technology and giving people options to become their own independent filmmaker at home. And I wish I started doing this during quarantine, but I watched those types of videos and it really helped me through quarantine. It motivated me to do all this stuff, and man, I love it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I filmed this on July 5th, so yeah, but happy belated 4th of July. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. I said that already. Never mind. Thank you guys for watching. Good. Bye.